go. So he got an opportunity at number 50, pitch by pitch.
And you got Baumann on the mound. It's a very good curveball. He was trying to go deep, you could tell. Then he gets a fastball elevated out of the zone, still trying to go deep. Baumann goes back to that breaking ball. Fortes can't keep him in front, goes back to it again. Went back-to-back breaking ball, and, well, Ohtani did not miss that one.
Look at the fans here.
Now look at him. Look at him, because he knew it.
Wow. And he goes the opposite way. The first of the hit, what, 4 homers in this series. The first one went the other way.
Here it is. He knew it. Come on to his boys. As he takes one step, he hits this ball opposite field on the breaking ball and goes. And then you got melee going on, because everybody knows how special that ball is. That one fan just fingertips away. Here he comes to steal it. And he gets it. And he holds on. And there is just craziness going on. Everybody's trying to get it, trying to rip it out. This is almost like
there's your
one of
winner.
these football brawls. And then you got...
There's your winner right there.
You get the Pudge Rodriguez holding up the ball, showing everybody.
He's got the bracelet for the free drinks and food and the and the ball. Here's 49 and 50, our StatCast 3D look at it. 438 to right field, 391 to left field. And this was great, too, the curtain call in a visiting ballpark. This does not happen much. This would have happened anywhere with the great baseball history, no matter where it was. And I think Shohei also looking at Skip Schumacher there and in the direction of the Marlins.
Yeah, when in that kind of situation, you're going to turn to the Marlins, and especially being a Japanese player, there are a lot of respect that goes on in Japanese players going there and kind of, hey, thank you very much.
Marlins didn't have to pitch to him. It was 11-3. The Marlins are out of the playoff race. They're trying to win every game. Don't make any mistake about that. But in that spot, 11-3, man on man, they went after him. Now here in the ninth inning, I don't like this part of baseball these days with the relievers being the position players. It is what it is. But Shohei still, not everybody. He's the only guy who hit a home run off of the Marlin position players.
He hit this ball. I've never seen a ball get hit that far in this stadium where he hit it. And here's the thing, too. It was a 68-mile-an-hour pitch coming in.
Look at this.
And he walloped this ball 440 feet. It was about 4 rows going out of the stadium in that right field area, in that upper deck. It says 440. I think it was more than that.
Yeah, that does seem like 146 feet high at the apex for Shohei. So he makes it 51 homers. He has 3 in the game and 2 stolen bases for 51 stolen bases. It's never happened before, not even close in baseball history. 50-50 club and now 51-51 club belongs solely to Shohei Ohtani in the long history of this great game. We're going to join the Dodger broadcast here, get their post-game interview with Shohei Ohtani.
嬉しさと安堵とそれと同時に記録をこう作ってきた先輩方へのこうリスペクトというかそういう気持ちで今はあります。
Just happy, I'm happy, relieved, and very respectful to the peers and everybody who came before who played this sport of baseball.
You said you tried not to be cognizant of 50-50, but what did you feel when you saw the ball sort of go over, and what was sort of going through your mind once you actually got to 50-50?
記録はなるべく意識しないようにはしてたと思いますけども、実際ホームランを打った瞬間っていうのはどういう気持ちでしたか？
そうです。打席前にこうボールが変えてもらったりとか、そういうその時間を取ってもらったりしてたので、早く決めたいなっていうのはもちろん思ってましたし、1打席目でしっかり決めたのが良かったなと思います。
If I'm being honest, it was something I wanted to get it over as soon as possible because, the balls were being exchanged for every time I was up to bat. So it was something that, I wanted to get it over.
In the same stadium last year, you won the Olympics here with Japan. How special is also to make it here and what it means to you?
この同じ球場で WBC 優勝っていうのを味わったんですけども、その思い出、その気持ち、この同じ球場で記録を達成できたっていうのはどう思ってます？
そうですね。一生忘れないと思いまして、去年もそうでしたけど、自分の いろいろプレーしてきた球場の中ですごくこう好きな球場の一つになったんじゃないかなと思います。
I've had perhaps the most memorable moments here in my career, and this stadium has become one of my favorite stadiums.
I know you said you kind of wanted to get it over with, but at what point did this kind of become something you knew that you could kind of get to getting to that 50-50?
なるべく記録を達成したいっていう気持ちはあったと思いますけども、そのどの時点で記録が達成できるっていうなんか手応えっていうのを感じました。
どうですかね、ホームランは狙ったら出ないものだと思うので、本当に自分のいい打席をこう積み重ねていくのが一番の近道じゃないかなとは、思ってはいたので、本当に勝ちにつながるいい打席をしっかり1打席でも多く積み重ねたいなとは思ってたので、そういう意味ではホームラン以外の打席も良かったんじゃないかなとは思います。
Ideally, aiming for a home run for me is not the best way of hitting a home run. So really, what I focus on is having quality at bats. So aside from the homers that I hit, I was able to put up, really good at bats throughout the game today.
Was that the best game of your life, you think? And was it easier to lock in once you got the stolen base to get to 50 and maybe could feel that you could get there today?
多分今日は人生一番の結果的には一番の成績だったと思うんですけども、盗塁で50盗塁目を達成して、少し安心してからそのホームランに集中できたんですかね。
盗塁もやっぱいけたら積極的に行くっていう感じなので、そういう意味ではいい盗塁だったのかなとは思いますし、これ以上の試合がポストシーズンそれ以降でこう、出てくればやっぱりチームとしても大きいと思うので、そこを目指して今後も頑張りたいなと思います。
In terms of the stolen base, my attitude was just being aggressive, and when the opportunity arises, to be aggressive at all times. And just being able to experience these games, this is something that I'm sure the playoffs is going to feel like, so I'm looking forward to that.
What does it mean to make the playoffs?
プレーオフに決まったっていうのは大谷さんの中ではどういう意味ですか？
チームは変わりましたけど、もうこっちに来てからアメリカに来てからずっとこう夢に見てた舞台ではあるので、そういう意味では、今日勝って決まったっていうのは自分にとってもすごく大きいですし、今回そこに向けてまた一から頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Obviously I changed teams this year, and my goal has always been to make it to the playoffs, and it's something that I really worked hard and is really happy to have been able to make it. So now my goal is to be able to perform well in the playoff situations.
I got time for one more English question.
Do you know where the ball is? Have you made contact with the person who caught the 50th home run? Do you want that ball back?
ボールの勢いが実際ボールキャッチした人と接したりはしてましたか？
試合中だったので特にはしてないです。打った瞬間はちょっと行くとは思いましたけど、先にベンチの方見たのでどこに行ったかちょっと分からなかったっていう感じですかね。
It was still the middle of the game, so I had no encounter. And to be honest, like after I hit that homer, I was looking towards the dugout, so I wasn't really sure where the ball went exactly.
Thank you guys. Clubhouse is now open for English media, Japanese media.
All right, thoughts there from Shohei Ohtani on this great moment in baseball history. That baseball have been thrown out there. You don't know right now. The memorabilia market is crazy. Could it be a $1 million ball or not? How badly does Shohei want it? I don't think it will dent his bank account too much either way, but we'll see.
Well, the thing is that those balls were marked, and you saw before he came up to that at bat, they went and got 4 new balls that all are marked. In case that ball got hit out, you would be able to see it. It's authenticated already. So anybody who has that ball already has that ball authenticated.
Right.
And of course, and I believe that they went out there and there was security with the guy and they brought him over.
They had an armored truck also, just in case, right there as well. All right, let's go to the Dodger clubhouse and hear a special toast from Dodger manager Dave Roberts.
Congratulations, guys. A lot of work to be done. Congrats, boys. Cheers. Cheers.
All right, so you would say a mild celebration.
Quick and easy.
For the Dodgers clinching. Some teams go nuts like they won the World Series. It's a baseball thing. For the Dodgers, it's sort of business as usual.
No, I think for the Dodgers, it's that they want to win the division. Yeah. And that's the main thing. Okay, right. Fine, we made it to the playoffs, but the work is not done yet. They want to see if they can have the best record in the National League or in baseball altogether, and they're not going to be celebrating until they say, hey, you won the West.
The champagne is flying if they win the West.
If they win the West, there's going to be champagne going all over the place.
There are teams who make the playoffs alone, and that's...
There are.
The Yankees had a heck of a celebration yesterday.
The Yankees did the celebration yesterday. The Brewers, they won the Central. So for them, yeah, it was a lot easier because winning that game, they won the Central. But for the Dodgers, I feel like they go, okay,
I like it.
We're in, but task is not done yet.
You'd like to have as many of those celebrations as possible, even at the price of champagne these days. Shohei Ohtani making history, first player in baseball history with 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a season. The Marlins did a good job, Gabby told us, coming into this game against him at 2 for 10 in our pregame show.
They were pitching him well.
5 strikeouts.
He figured something out real quick.
Shohei may have watched the pregame. He took it out on the Marlins, 6 for 6. 3 homers, 10 RBIs, baseball history. Let's hear from Skip Schumacher downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, where we were in the game, if it's a tight game, 1 run lead or we're down 1, I'd probably put him on. Yeah. Down that many runs, I think that's a bad move, baseball-wise, karma-wise, baseball god-wise. You go after him and see if you can get him out. And I think out of respect for the game, we're going to go after him. He hit the home run. I mean, that's just part of the deal. He's hit 50 of them. He's the most talented player I've ever seen. He is doing things that I've never seen done before in the game. And if he has a couple more of these peak years, he might be the best ever to play the game. So I just, as a fan, I wish I was in the stands, not in the dugout, seeing it. But it's I'm proud of the guys that were attacking him and not scared of him. And that's how you should go after it. And then he hit the home run. I mean, I know Baumann didn't want the home run to be hit, but he hit it. And so it was a good day for baseball, a bad day for the Marlins. But a good day for the game of baseball.
Just getting to your starter tonight, Cabrera, do you feel like Edward ever really looked comfortable, ever really was able to get into a rhythm in this game?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just a one-off, where he has been the last few starts. The last few starts have been outstanding. The 5 walks, hit by pitch, that is, the old Cabrera. I want that to be the old Cabrera. I don't want that to be the new Cabrera. I'm hoping that's just a hiccup in his development, because he's come so far, and I don't want that to be a thing anymore. Let's just be a hiccup. Good starters have bad days a lot, and sometimes I should say. I just want to chalk that up as that's just a bad day from a really good starter, and then let's see what how he rebounds next start.
That 3rd inning, when things started to maybe spiral a little bit, is it more for him about getting physical command back of his pitches? Is it more the mental side of the game? What kind of seems to be the challenge for him to try and get back to a good spot in an inning like that?
Both. I mean, he's been through it. I mean, this is not something that he hasn't been through before. Last start he got through it. This start he did not get through it. I also think that we, gave a really good team some extra outs. We had some tag plays that, right there that, guys should have been out with. Fortes threw the ball really well, kind of changes innings, changes momentum, runs don't score. There's certain things in the game that you look back. I know they scored 20, but early on, there was a time where, we're still kind of in it if we made certain plays. But, overall, just he just wasn't on the attack like he has been, and he knows it, and I'm hoping it's just he flushes it and has a really good bullpen session and ends on a good note, his next start.
With Griffin having those 2 big catches in the outfield and then the home run, how much have you liked what you've seen from him and his development?
Yeah, we had a couple good plays too. I know I said the bad plays, but Norby had a really good diving play as well. Griffin coming in to his right, both good diving plays. We know he had a good arm. The arm strength has been there. He's been frustrated at the plate. And it was really good to see him, get the ball in the air and hit it out of the ballpark. Yeah, I mean, he's still a super young player at this level. I know he's 27 years old or whatever, but at this level, he's still growing, still learning. This level is different than AAA. I mean, there's a big gap between AAA and the big leagues, maybe bigger than it's ever been. And I think it just takes some time for people to adjust up here, no matter what age or what talent you are. I mean, you have superstar prospects that, struggle at times when they get up here, and then they start figuring out the league. And I think the more he's out here, the more comfortable and understand what the league's trying to do to him. He's a smart kid. He'll adjust, and he'll be fine.
With the catch in right field and then doubling up Mookie at second, what does that say about his kind of baseball IQ and attention to the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a good diving play. I think, Mookie Betts might be one of, or if not the smartest players in the game. So to double off a guy like him is, obviously was surprising because he's such a good base runner, one of the best base runners I've ever seen, honestly. So just a good overall play by Griffin.
Oh, bad game for the Marlins, but what a night for the game of Major League Baseball. 30-year-old Japanese superstar Shohei Ohtani, in his first year with the Los Angeles Dodgers, makes Major League Baseball history here at Lone Depot Park in Miami.
This is a fan decision being made by Skip Schumacher. Ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball, left field. 50-50. A season we have never seen before from a player we may never see again. There's nothing I can say. We've all had an opportunity today to, as you say, see the greatest player we've seen in our time.
We're so. How is this Chili's 3 for me only $10.99 when fast food?
And he was pitching. He hit 304. Power was down, just had 44 home run.
One. That is a high fly ball, deep right field. Number 49.
Take it all in, fans. You are seeing and witnessing history. And you're seeing the best of our lifetime. Looked like the slider didn't get in far enough, and Shohei, the type of athlete he is, he's probably thinking about getting thrown out at third.
Yes. Yes.
Here comes the slider. Stays out, middle of the plate. Wow.
He has hit enough this.
Most of the crowd is standing.
He's already gotten to 51 stolen bases. No one has had a 50-50 season in the history of this game. And that one kicks away from Fortes. A run will score. Lux makes it 12-3.
Shohei playing coach, waving Lux home.
He can do it all, can't he?
Yep.
Ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball left field. 50-50. A season we have never seen before from a player we may never see again. Going to take the at-bat.
I'm speechless. I mean, there's nothing I can say. We've all had an opportunity today to, as you say, see the greatest player we've seen in our time.
And a quick curtain call as Baumann steps off as the fans here at Lone Depot Park acknowledge one of the greatest seasons in the history of this sport. Kiermaier, a swing and miss, and back to the home run that goes to the opposite field.
Well, he's hit so many of those in his career. We know he has power at all fields. Just stayed back on that slider. We've seen him pull sliders into upper decks in right field. That one he stayed back on. And he knew the importance and the significance of that home run.
You know what else? He's 5 for 5 today. Kind of lost in all of it is a 5-hit day. It's a Dodger record 50th home run, and it's the first time in his career he's had 2 homers and 2 steals in the same game.
And by the way, Paul, it's the first game in Major League history. First game in Major League history that a player has 2 stolen bases, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 5 hits, and 7 RBIs. History making.